Big Raj in the house.
Big Herb in the house.
It's been a minute.
It has been.
Good to see you. Sorry, there's some technical difficulties on my end, so that's why I look even worse than I normally look. So
it's okay. I grew some gray hair over the time period.
Okay, and apparently I got fuzzy and out of color. So I'll work on that for next time. But
okay.
Well, anyway, I don't even know why I'm talking.
Yeah.
It's time for the theme music.
It's time.
3,
Can I have a countdown, please?
2, 1.
Intro music.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, so on to what we came here for. We have 40 bowl games we have to cover.
I don't know why we have to cover all of them, but let's do it.
You're supposed to be a little more enthusiastic. The fans have been clamoring.
Can't wait for this Middle Tennessee Toledo. Oh man, it's gonna be a barn.
Well, okay, here we go. So we're gonna get started right away. We'll start here. Just scroll up on these games. Starting this Friday at noon. I guess 11 my time. Good thing about this game, it's in the Bahamas. The bad thing about this game, everything else.
Yes.
I'm picking Toledo, not knowing anything about either of these two. I'm assuming Middle Tennessee is in the middle of Tennessee. That's about all I got for you. I'm picking Toledo to win.
I'm also picking Toledo only because they have a 10-point favorite. And again, with you, I have no idea or any of the players on these teams, what they're good at, what they're bad at, strengths, weakness, anything. I have absolutely no idea. I'm simply going off the point spread.
We are the best analysts, maybe in history.
Okay. Yes. We have to use our money wisely.
Yes. The Cure Bowl in Orlando, which if you're at this game and not in the Bahamas, you've already lost out. Pretty good team in Coastal Carolina, which probably expected better from this bowl season. I'm going to pick them to win.
I'm also going to pick Coastal Carolina to win, and I hope they cure me of boredness.
So the Boca Raton Bowl, guess where it's being held?
Florida?
Boca Raton. Boom. Appy State versus Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky can put up some points. I'm picking Appy State. That's the end of the analysis.
Yes.
Say what?
I said, yeah, that's it. I'm going with Appalachian State because they upset Michigan.
You kind of froze there for a second, so I didn't know. Wow, geez.
Oh.
All right, the New Mexico State Bowl. Okay, Fresno State. We're picking Fresno. The Independence Bowl, which we're hoping for our independence from the crappy games. I'm gonna pick UAB just because I'm in Birmingham right now, even though BYU is gonna win.
You took the words. I'm only picking UAB because they're in Birmingham and they're their home state. That's it.
The Lending Tree Bowl in Mobile, Alabama.
Eastern
Michigan. So it's close enough to where I could drive if I want to. I just don't want to. I'm gonna pick Liberty to win this one.
I'm gonna go with Liberty too. I'm assuming Hugh Freeze is still the coach there. So
I mean, he hasn't been snapped up by anybody. Probably waiting for Ole Miss job to come back open again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Liberty.
And is this serious? The LA Bowl in Los Angeles?
I looked it up, and it's actually an actual bowl. So yeah,
they spent zero money naming this one.
No, they just said, "Hey, let's just name it something."
Yes, we'll go with Utah State in this one.
I'm going to go with Oregon State in this game.
Why?
Because they're favored by 7. I did not do my research on this one. I'm sorry. It's the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. No one's going to that game but Jimmy Kimmel.
Does Jimmy Kimmel get to call plays or something?
I don't know. I think maybe him and his band are going, and probably Guillermo. That's about it.
Wow. So the New Orleans Bowl. I'm picking Louisiana because I'm sure Louisiana and New Orleans, and they're got to be close to each other.
The Raging Cajuns almost went undefeated this year, so I'm going to go with them. They're a 5-point favorite. I know Randy Moss is not, and Chad Pennington aren't playing for Marshall, so I'm going to go with Louisiana.
How do you know they're not going to be playing?
Production told me.
Okay, gotcha. Good old production.
Yeah.
Where's my production? I got nobody. You know what I have though? Milk.
You can't go wrong with milk. Cannot go wrong with milk.
All right, the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Myrtle Beach, a nice place to go. We had a great family holiday there.
We did. It was a great vacation.
Tulsa and Old Dominion are playing though. I mean, we could go on to the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Let's just do that. Let's just do that.
Kent
I
State
just
and
ate, so
Wyoming.
good to talk about, huh? I'm gonna go.
I'll give you Tulsa. I'll give you Kent State, and let's keep going.
I'm gonna. Okay, cool.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You had the important stuff.
No, I said I'm gonna go with Wyoming because Josh Allen's a pretty good NFL quarterback, and he went to Wyoming. Anyway, next game.
Jesus. All right, where were we? Okay, UTSA versus San Diego State.
Since I'm living in Texas, I'm gonna go with UTSA to beat San Diego State.
Definitely going with UTSA in this one.
Yep.
Are they favored? I don't even know what's.
Yeah, UTSA's favored by 2.5.
Good job, UTSA. UTSA takes this one. Army versus Missouri. I'm picking Missouri, but you're playing Army in the Armed Forces Bowl. Like you're gonna be a loser regardless of what.
Well, this is the thing. It's the Armed Forces Bowl. It's Army, and you and I are Army brats. I'm going with Army.
That's all you had, huh? That was the whole analysis.
Yeah.
And everything.
Oh, I can't wait to this next one.
Florida and UCF.
You skipped it.
Miami, Ohio, and North Texas.
My wife's alma mater is UNT, North Texas, so I'm going to go with UNT in this game.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that. How you guys have been married 20 years and I didn't know where her alma mater was?
We've been married 35 years and you didn't know her alma mater. Yes.
Wow. We're married a whole 45 years and I had no idea what her alma mater is.
But, I mean, married 127 years and you didn't know your sister-in-law's alma mater.
Geez, tell her I apologize. I also apologize that she had to marry you too, but that's a whole nother story. I'm picking North Texas in this game. The Gasparilla. Do you know what a Gasparilla is?
Is it an animal?
Yes, it is actually an offspring of Godzilla. So I'm picking Florida in this game. Actually, you know what? I'm picking UCF in this game because Florida is in shambles.
Timeout. That was like the worst possible joke you could think of.
Oh, I could think of worse.
I'm gonna go with UCF just for the heck of it. If you're playing in the Gasparilla Bowl, you really don't have much to brag about. Like if I was a first round draft pick, I'm not playing in this game.
No,
but I don't think there's any first round draft picks here.
I don't know. Emory Jones is transferring. That's all I can tell you about this game.
Who cares?
I don't know if he's still playing. UCF takes it. The Hawaii Bowl. Now, how is it? First off, you're Hawaii. You have a losing record, and you're playing in the Hawaii Bowl.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm gonna go with Timmy Chang in Hawaii.
I'm going with Hawaii. Do you know anybody that's played in the last 10 years?
For who?
For any of these teams that you're mentioning?
Florida, yeah.
Say Kyle Trask.
Kyle Pitts, Kyle Trask, Kadarius.
Do you know anybody for? Never mind. All right, the Camellia Bowl. That's in Montgomery. It's only an hour away, and then I could drive and see Ball State and Georgia State.
Georgia State, and I want to say,
I assume Georgia State is actually just Georgia from the SEC, and I might go see this game, right? No.
Yeah, this is the Georgia team we beat in the SEC championship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might travel an hour to go see this game.
And Georgia's definitely going to beat. They divided up the team to like an A, B, and a B team, and the B team is Georgia State. So
okay. Well, I'm going to obviously take the entire state of Georgia over a bunch of balls.
Gotcha. That's weird. Okay.
The Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit. I think Hoda's not in Detroit anymore because I'm going to say I think he's the sponsor for this game, but maybe not.
He's in Pennsylvania, correct?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. I'm because I follow him on Facebook.
Okay, stalker. I'm gonna pick Nevada in this game over Western Michigan.
I'm gonna go with Nevada too, simply because Larry Johnson and Stacey Arwin played at UNLV. Listen, man, I'm coming with the jokes.
You know that UNLV is not Nevada, though, right? Like these are not the same two teams.
What you're gonna get.
You know that UNLV and Nevada are not the same.
I get it. I understand.
Okay, sorry.
I know. There's a running rebel.
You kind of broke up there for a minute. That's why I said.
You did too on our end.
Well, you did too on my end. The Military Bowl, ECU and Boston College. I'm running out of steam already.
Can we just move on to Tuesday the 28th?
All right, I'm picking Boston College over ECU.
I'll go with BC too, for unknown reasons.
So the Birmingham Bowl, a game I might actually want to attend. An SEC team, Auburn up against Houston. I'm taking Houston to whoop them.
I'm going with Houston too. I would love to see Auburn lose in the state of Alabama. So I'm definitely gonna go with Houston. Are you
if you're taking
go to this
Bigsby and
game?
you were in the transfer portal and then back out of the transfer portal, do you play in this game?
You don't play in this game. You have no reason to play in this game. You're 6-6. If you win, you're 7-6. It's not going to improve anything. You're not going to be ranked in the top 25.
You
Sit
don't know
out.
that. He's an SEC team with a 7-6 record. You might be in the top 15, maybe top 10. So,
oh wow,
I'm taking Houston to win this game, though.
I'm going with
Hopefully
Houston as
The
well.
First Responder Bowl, Louisville and Air Force.
I think the person that's going to win this game is whoever responds first. I'm going with Louisville.
I'm going with Air Force, and I'm also going on the
That's
Holiday
fine.
Bowl. I wish these lame jokes would be on Holiday. I did it. Okay. I'm taking NC State over UCLA.
Same here.
UCLA started off the year like beating LSU, and then it's just
LSU,
like,
yeah. And we thought that was something big, and then we saw how LSU turned out. So it's like,
Yeah. Let's say the Liberty Bowl. I think is Hugh Freeze coaching in this one too? It's Texas Tech versus Mississippi State. Oh, this is the Mike Leach Bowl. That's what this is.
Mike Leach Bowl, yeah.
He gets his revenge. Mississippi State takes it.
I'm going with Mississippi State as well.
Better. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl. So I guess everyone in this gets car insurance or something. Minnesota versus West Virginia. You know who's a Minnesota fan?
Who?
Mittens.
Mittens?
Yes.
Mittens. Stay warm, buddy.
We're picking Minnesota and we're moving on. I'm picking them for you. The Fenway Bowl in Boston. SMU over Virginia. I don't have the energy.
I'm going with SMU only because they're in Dallas and it's 30 minutes away. But
okay. The Pinstripe Bowl in New York, Virginia Tech and Maryland. We're going with Baby Tua.
Yes, I was just about to say, let's go with Maryland and Talia, see what they can do.
The Cheez-It Bowl back in Orlando again. Clemson, Iowa State. I'm going for Iowa State just because I want to see Clemson lose more.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm going with Iowa State too, and I hope they win I think they're going to win by a touchdown.
Wow, I think they're going to win by 50. The Alamo Bowl, Oklahoma versus Oregon. I mean, who coaches in this game?
That's a good question. Well, we know Bob Stoops is coaching for Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. Well, I give them the
edge
over Oregon, who has no coach.
I was gonna say Oklahoma's offense is probably gonna be a little better than Oregon's offense is in this game, and Oklahoma will give them the edge. It's surprising to see Oklahoma at 10-2 ended up in the Alamo Bowl. You would think like midway towards the end of the season they would probably end up on New Year's Six Bowl. But
I think the biggest thing for them was though they're at least third in the Big 12 though, so I think that slides you down a tier. I don't know how the bowls work.
Of course.
The Duke's Mayo Bowl, the Carolinas are fighting. We're gonna pick South Carolina. Spencer Rattler probably is gonna have a big. Spencer Rattler's gonna have a big game.
Yeah, if he plays.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how fast the transfer portal works. So
that's gonna be the fastest transfer portal ever.
Yep. Spencer Rattler. Hey, you're gonna see some guy out there where if I knew who South Carolina's quarterback was, I'd make a joke but I don't. So anyway, Spencer Rattler, South Carolina, 300 yards, they win. The Music City Bowl. This could be an interesting, high scoring, fun game. Tennessee also playing close to home. I'm taking Tennessee in this one.
I'm going with Tennessee too.
Now we're starting to get up there. December 30th, Las Vegas Bowl, Wisconsin, Arizona State. Wisconsin almost had a championship game and blew it.
Yeah. But that happens to them almost every year. It seems like they're that close and they lose a lot of key games towards the end of the season. Yeah. But I'm going to stick with
Wisconsin. Wisconsin is German for we don't finish. So I'm picking Arizona State to win this game. Going on to the Tax Slayer Bowl.
I should have stayed in school.
Yeah. Yep. Texas A&M, who might just have signed the #1 recruiting class in the country this past.
I saw that.
Today. I don't know if any of those guys can play in this game.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They have a couple weeks to get ready.
I'm still surprised that A&M's quarterback is transferring.
That's weird.
I didn't quite get it. I know that the position was kind of handed to him once the starting quarterback got hurt, but I mean, with that big win that they had over us against Bama, I mean, they had a pretty decent season, almost won 10 games. I mean, why transfer? I have absolutely no idea. So
I love how they're 8-4 and you're like they almost won 10 games. No, they almost won 6 games. So I'm picking Texas A&M in this game.
However way you want to put it, yeah, they almost won 10 games, but I'm gonna go with A&M.
Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
That's got to be embarrassing to play in that game.
I wouldn't tell anybody.
I wouldn't tell anybody. I would just say we have a bowl game coming up this Friday, so that's it.
Basically. I'll go with Miami. Are you going to that? It's in El Paso, Texas.
I'm not going to the game.
Oh, okay. Miami beats Washington State.
I got Miami as well.
All right. Arizona Bowl is being held in North Dakota.
Even though Arizona's not playing in this. Go ahead.
I know. I don't understand. Central Michigan versus Boise State.
I'm going to go with Boise State simply because they had that big upset win.
Over Oklahoma. That's what you're about to say. I can already see where this one's going. Golly, I would know you a little too well. Okay.
All right. Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Well, that's the Outback Bowl? Is that the meat and potatoes?
We got 2 more games on New Year's Eve that we have to discuss. Are we waiting till later? Or
No. We're gonna get these bowl games out the way, and then we're gonna scroll up here and get the big bowl games in the playoffs.
All right, cool.
So let's hurry up. Penn State, Arkansas beats Penn State.
I'm going with Arkansas.
Kentucky beats Iowa, and LSU beats Kansas State. Kansas State. Go SEC.
I agree with all 3.
I know you do. All right, so here's the big bowls before the playoffs. The Sugar Bowl, Ole Miss versus Baylor.
I'm going to go with Ole Miss, and I think you're going to see a lot of trick plays from Lane Kiffin in this game. Last game of the season, they already won 10 wins. This is probably the best season they've ever had. I think you're going to see a lot of trick plays and a lot of Matt Corral in this game. I'm going to go with Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah. He's going to empty the whole bag against these guys. You might see Lane Kiffin throw a couple passes. I think he still has college eligibility.
Ole Miss passes or clipboard.
So the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all, I am not interested in this one at all. I'm going to pick Ohio State to win, but this might be one of the more boring Rose, just because Utah they had a great season. I just don't care about them, and I apologize to everybody in Utah.
I have Ohio State by 14.
I'm picking Ohio State as well. The Fiesta Bowl, Notre Dame versus Oklahoma State. I'm taking Notre Dame.
I'm going with Oklahoma State's offense.
They don't have a great offense, though. They play a lot of defense this year.
Yeah, I think they're going to be better than Notre Dame. And you know what's sad about Oklahoma State? They came this close to winning the Big 12.
Yeah, I know.
That was
if they had won the Big 12, they would be in the playoffs.
Yeah, they'd be 12. Yeah, I agree. So.
And the Peach Bowl, Michigan State versus Pittsburgh. I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh.
I'm going with Pittsburgh and Kenny Pickett.
Yes, which is a terrible name for a quarterback, but whatever.
Yeah. Hey, just pick it.
Okay.
All right,
now,
let's do it.
All righty. First off, Michigan versus Georgia. Ahoda is sitting by. He's probably like this for most of our picks. Now we're doing Michigan.
I know.
What do these guys have the guts? Georgia and Michigan, very similar teams to me. Not great quarterback play, great running back, great run game, great defense. Georgia, to me, coming out to see probably a little bit more battle tested, although they didn't really play anybody until the SEC championship game. Probably eager to wash that taste out of their mouth. Georgia, probably a little bit better. So I'm going to pick Michigan to win this game.
I am also going to pick Michigan in this game. And like you mentioned earlier, both of these teams have similar playing styles. They like to run the ball. They like to play hard-nosed defense. From the quarterback position, I don't think either one of these guys is a great quarterback. We've seen what Stetson Bennett do. We've seen what McNamara can do. They're not great. They can get the job done. Yeah. Michigan beat Ohio State because they played a real sound game. They played the correct game against Ohio State. They ran the ball. They played good defense, and they dominated the clock. Yeah. I think you're going to see a similar type of game here. And I'm also going to go with Hoda and Michigan.
Go Michigan, Big Blue.
And for the simple fact is, I don't want to see another Alabama Georgia game this season. I don't want to see. I want to see us play somebody different.
Yep. And Raj, I have sources that are telling me you're going to be at this Alabama Cincinnati game. Was I not supposed to break that news? Oh,
I don't know who these sources are, and this is breaking news, but we're going to be at the game.
Wow. Are you going to sign autographs?
Or like
how is this appearance going to work?
I still have to talk to my team. I still got to talk to the team to see what we're going to do. I've already had ever since I just said that, I've had 37 DMs and Instagram about me. 48, 65 DMs already. Oh my gosh, about me signing autographs.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. When news breaks, it really breaks.
Yeah. So well, you got to do it for the kids though, right?
Got to do it for the kids.
Okay. Yeah. So after all that and all the fanfare dies down, you're picking Alabama to win.
I'm picking Alabama to win by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yes, and I don't think we can entertain. And like, let's be honest here. Like I said, if it was Alabama versus the Patriots, I'm still picking Alabama. So it is what it is, people. You see the hat.
Yeah.
So that would put, in our estimation, Alabama versus Michigan. I mean, need we say anymore? Michigan. We love you, Ahoda.
And we love you, Ahoda. But if we play Michigan, it's going to be similar to the SEC championship because Michigan plays the same style of football. I think it'll start off kind of slow, go back and forth, but then eventually Alabama's offense is going to take over the game.
Yeah. In respect to Ahoda, I say Alabama will beat Michigan 3-2. It'll be a tough game. We'll only win by a point.
I respect Ahoda, but I'm not going to say that. I think Alabama will beat Michigan by at least 2 touchdowns.
Sounds like a plan. All right, Raj, we made it through. We survived. We from the Bahamas Bowl to the playoffs. Final thoughts?
Roll Tide. Highly anticipating both games. I'm excited to go to the game, the Alabama Cincinnati game, but I'm really excited and interested to watch the Cincinnati, or excuse me, the Michigan Georgia game as well, because I want to see our competition. I want to see. I'm really interested to see how that game's going to go.
Yeah. And if somehow Alabama loses really to Cincinnati, we don't give a flip.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
All right, bro. So I guess there's only one way to end.
There's
3,
only one way.
2, 1. Take it away.
Outro music.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.